Since 2014, students pursuing science courses have had access to a loan facility offered by the Higher Education Students Financing Board. However, owing to an 80% budget cut suffered by the education sector, the scheme could fail to take on new students.
Instead of 27 billion, only 5 billion has been provided. This means that those who are already in universities may be discontinued.
In 2021-22, the board was allocated 41 billion shillings, of which 32 billion shillings would be provided by the Treasury from the Consolidated Fund. However, only 16 billion was released. The amount budgeted for the board was revised down in the 2022-23 financial year to 33 billion shillings. For the 2023-24 financial year, only 10 billion shillings has been allocated to the scheme, leaving a funding gap of 20 billion shillings.
I don't see when the population of the country is growing and when the number of children going to school are growing, and then you cut down the budget. This one means there is economic and social sabotage. Education budget should be regarded even more than defense.
Scheme is for the child of the poor, and they are the majority in this nation. It's only the children of the rich who get government sponsorship because they can afford good schools. Now, if at all this peasant's child has, they even say there will be no any more release, no any more recruitment for loan scheme, I am bleeding at my heart.
The Education Committee has recommended for Parliament to reinstate the education sector budget. For the loan scheme, they suggest the need for the allocation of the cut 20 billion shillings in addition to 14 billion shillings owed in arrears to universities.
For the Speaker and members, there is a big problem here. The board has not been provided with funds because of those cuts, and the universities are threatening to dismiss the students from their studies.
Also recommended is the allocation of the funds of the 4,000 students sponsored on the national merit system to be channeled towards the loan scheme.
We have realized that most of these, the 4,000 students who are admitted on merit to these universities, are from the high-notch secondary schools, which are charging a lot of money, and therefore the students that can qualify from there are students of the rich, and the students of the poor remain disadvantaged.
The Finance Ministry states that the budget cut has been necessitated by the reduction in the discretionary resource.
Right now, Mr. Speaker, our technical teams, I have instructed them to analyze and pick out these cases. These are some of the areas which the co-agenda will address.
Jackson Onyango, NTV at Parliament.